One of the questions I get asked the most often is the decision that I made or the change that I made that made the most significant difference in my practice. And without a doubt, the things that pops first in my mind is the day I discovered value billing and increased my fees. My name is Jean-Guy Talbot. What we discuss on this channel are ways to improve your practice, increase your profitability, and regaining control of your own practice and having a better work-life balance. So one of the challenges that most practitioners have is determining what is the right price for services rendered. And I still remember the day that my mentor, Grant Kirkup, suggested I raise my fees for most of my services by about 50%, and some of them even 100%. In other words, doubling the price. And I remember thinking to myself, he is absolutely out of his mind, never gonna happen. I'm sure as heck not gonna increase my fees by 50%. However, with time and discussing with him, I discovered this is something that I really needed to do. And increasing the fees was far less painful than I ever imagined it would be. And as you can imagine, the impact it had on my bottom line was unbelievable. And now that I'm more in a position of mentoring other people, and I'm suggesting to people that they increase fees, it's quite obvious that what's holding them back is fear. And I think fear of the unknown, fear of losing clients, fear of getting derogatory comments from their clients, and all of that. So one of the challenges is to find a way to overcome this fear and to have the confidence to do so, which is not an easy thing to overcome. So what I learned is there are several strategies to increasing fees. So it's not just a matter of waking up one morning and saying, I'm going to double the fees or increase it by 50% and roll it out. There is a strategy behind how to accomplish that. But the beauty is once it's happened and once you've discovered the script, how to do it, the discussions that need to be had and all of that, the benefits is unbelievable because it's not only an increase in your pocketbook, it goes well beyond that. Is once you've increased fees, you actually get rid of those less desirable clients. You are actually in a position to pay your employees better. So because of that, you now are capable of attracting and retaining better employees. The stress level goes down, the profitability goes up, it gives you more money for more marketing, more equipment, and everything gets better and better. And it's just a matter of overcoming this challenge or this fear that we need to overcome. As many of you know, I mentor a lot of accountants and bookkeepers on everything related to practice. And one of the things that always surprises me, and yet it doesn't, is how most of these practitioners whom I've suggested that they raise their fees and have done so have all come back with a unanimous opinion that it wasn't half as hard as they thought it would be. In fact, most of them will admit that it was actually easy to implement, regardless of the increase they implemented. So that is something that always comes back, and I remember this being my recollection of how easy it was, but it wasn't only easy for me, but it's a lot easier for most practitioners than people think. So in every event I've ever hosted, we have a good block of time set aside for value billing. So in other words, how to better determine the value of the services you render, how to approach your clients about it, how to discuss it, and how to implement that change. Now, some of you may say, well, I'm not too sure if I want to attend the whole event. Then I'm okay with you just simply giving me a call, and I'd be happy to share some of those ideas with you just to get the ball rolling and get you comfortable with implementing a fee increase for your firm. So finally, my question to you is, if you haven't increased your fees, what's holding you back? And if you have, I would really like to hear about your experience in raising fees, how it went, and all of that, so we can share that with our team and possibly help you with any challenges you may have had in increasing your fees.